Why are these videos? That's a good question, me. Um, I think when I write reviews, so often I just find myself like lying. Um, just to put a sentence together, you have to make your thoughts a lot more certain than they are, and I feel like that's harder to do when you're talking to a camera. So I like to think these are my more raw thoughts, even if they're like inferior and less interesting. So, that being said, I still try to write a review for Kentucky Route Zero, and I didn't get very far. Despite playing 14 hours, do you ever get the feeling like when you enter a piece of media, whatever weird emotion you were feeling going in can kind of endure for the whole experience? That's how I felt with Kentucky Route Zero. I think I started it on a night where I was too tired to be playing something as text heavy as Kentucky Route Zero, and and I just felt tired. And then the second night, I didn't feel tired, but I started playing again, and I started feeling how I felt the night before. Um, I wonder how much that has begun to cloud my view um, of media and of these atmospheric games where you so desperately want to feel the beautiful way the game clearly wants to feel, but in the moment you're just not. Um, yeah, I I found it very hard um, to get a grasp on Kentucky Route Zero, even though there's too many comparisons to Disco Elysium. People just say everything's Disco Elysium. Even angry reviews said just play Disco Elysium. It's just because you have like prosy text doesn't mean it's Disco Elysium. It's not. It was a lot more like Norco in some ways. But I really love Norco. It's my favorite game, and for whatever reason, I didn't feel it for KRZ. That's a giveaway. And yet, this video has been published, meaning I found something to talk about. And I think this is more a reflection on my own writing than the game itself. I write a lot of fiction. I try to. And I like to think my dialogue is very human, but at the same time, it kind of flows impossibly smooth. There are ellipses, of course, maybe too many ellipses, but it flows with a kind of impossible smoothness that human interactions never have. And I guess I don't want to attribute everything to whatever my mind state was, because no, there were moments I really did love in this game. The little phone conversation being one, uh, here and there around the echo. I actually gave that the phone number from that to a friend to try it himself, and I think the number went out of service like the day I gave it to him. So hopefully they fix that up soon. I really liked the another thing between chapters. I don't remember what the play was called, but that was fantastic and pretty jarring at the end. Then for other large parts of Kentucky Route Zero. It kind of seemed like the ideal of what my dialogue aspires to be, where sentences flow like wine, um, where stories lead into other stories, where everything feels so very human, and yet there's just so much. There are just so many stories within other stories. It just bombards you. It just never ends. Like, someone's talking about their mushroom stew, and that leads into someone's work in electrical circuits, which means someone created a AI simulation of their past in a mine, and three friends is falling out, and they each have their own way of expressing it artistically. And in a way, it felt like the game just wanted to be a bunch of realist individual skits. And I was so eager to introduce to new characters, and I suppose a lifelike way. But I guess it just didn't feel like a story to me. It just felt like so many threads under one label that often generated beautiful moments, but that just kind of, it didn't coalesce into an emotion for me when that song capped it off at the end. Also, the songs were all beautiful. And yeah, I wonder if I won't pretend I'm anywhere near as talented as the writers of this game, and this game is of course critically acclaimed. But I wonder if this is what it's like to read my stuff to the people I show it to. If this is what my like realistic dialogue looks like. If this is what my fixation on narratives leading to other narratives looks like. And it scared me a little. It's a little jarring, I suppose, that on one hand I'm worried I missed something with this game because so many other people just had a wonderful experience with it. And it's doubly scary that I see something that I feel like reflects my own weaknesses in this game. Yeah. But I think if I'm going to give a recommendation, you should probably play it because so many people had a wonderful time with it. And on paper, I can see why. I just feel like I didn't make that final connection. I'm disappointed that it took so long to have a dog in a hat, though. I feel like didn't that just happen in the final chapter? That was weird. I don't know why the dog didn't wear the hat from the beginning. I named my dog Homer. I think that's the best name. Okay. Thank you.